Hello guys, and welcome to my stream. I'm gonna play some ranked today. We're gonna have some fun. Okay. So I'm gonna ban a Zed, because he's just OP at this meta. If you don't know, I'm playing in Bronze right now. I'm just Bronze 3. Working my way up slowly. Good band. Shaco's a good band. Graves, Olaf, Oliver, all good picks.
Enemies. That will be fun.
Looks like I'm gonna be going up against Swain. Got one tank, not bad. Now with all these reworks, I'm going to be going through the Athene's Unholy Grail today. It's my main rush item. To start off with it's been reworked, so now instead of just giving you mana regen, instead now it gives you mana and health regen depending on which is higher up. Start out with it actually says whenever you have lower mana, it actually gives you 100% mana regen, but when you have lower health, it gives you 100% health regen. This is helpful, especially it's a higher sustain item in lane, which is what I like on my Orianna, as you'll see when it comes up right now. I'm level 5 master. I've played about 30 games on her. I have about a 64% win rate on her in ranked right now. It's a lot of fun. Her ult's pretty good. Oh wow, Hextech Annie. That's a rare skin. I always love this skin. So back to the Athenes. It gives you health and mana regen now. It's a slightly less complicated build, in my opinion, than some of the others, especially the new Hextech items. So it's pretty fun. Also, whenever you shield someone, it also heals them for amount of the blood charges you have, which is a new thing, which is quite nice. So we got a Graves, Volibear, Annie, Oriana, Lissandra. It's a pretty AP heavy team. Our only real AD would be Volibear. Annie's pretty heavy on the AP side. We'll see how much AP I get into depending on how late the game goes and how much MR they build magic resistance. It'll be interesting. Lissandra's a good lockdown. If she locks down someone, I can use my ult, bring them in, sort of CC chain them. This is gonna be a fun game. So I always like to start out my E just for some simple protection to start out. So let's take a look right now. As you can see, it starts out with, I always go with the Chalice of Harmony first. This is where the unique passive of Athene's comes in, the one that I really like to use a lot. It's the 25 magic resist and 50% base mana regen plus 3 mana per 5 seconds. And its passive, increase base health mana regen by 100% if current health percentage is lower than the current mana percentage. Increase base mana regen by 100% if current mana is lower than the current health. That's going to be interesting. They're saying GP has no MR. That's if he doesn't build any MR. So they're doing an Olaf ADC. I don't think that's going to work too well. He's more of a melee champ. Let's see what they're doing here. It looks like it'll be a Cloud Dragon first because there's some movement speed. Maybe that's water. No, that's water. My bad. That's, I believe, going to give us some health effects. So if you haven't noticed, League has updated their dragons. There's now like Avatar, 4 different dragons, and then the Elder Dragon. Fire, water, earth, and air. Fire gives damage to champions, earth gives damage to turrets, the cloud or air dragon gives movement speed, and the water dragon gives health and mana regen. They've also redone the rift. Swain wants to harass early, that's fine, he can do that. A little slow on my E there. So I don't usually play with a screen like this. I don't really like it too much, I sort of like it to follow me. I know, noobish, but just how I like to play right now. Works well for me. Maybe when I get later on, I'll change that up a bit. But for now, this is sort of how I like to play. And let Swain harass me, it's fine. Let him waste his own mana. He won't get much out of me. See, he's taken a lot of damage. He's gotten me off a few CS, but nothing major. Just play safe in lane, that's always important. He can do that all day long. He has no kill pressure at the moment. So my first item has some MR, which is always nice. That. So that circle that you saw, that's his stun. He now has a stun, which is interesting. I still don't like Swain too much. He's just not that great of a champ. As you can see, he's taken a lot of damage just by harassing me. It's just not a great champ overall in my opinion. Maybe in the right hands he's better, but so far he's just not all that great in my opinion. Caught this, see, it's just a quick snare at the first couple levels. I'm gonna use a health potion. So they've redone the Rift Herald. Now it's a buff that continues on for quite a long time actually. And I messed that up. What it does is it gives you some different effects. Same basic effects. It persists through death now, which is quite interesting. So now it'll be a lot of... now it actually gives you a reason to go and get it, because I mean, you use it, you die, and that's pretty much it. It's not really all that worth it. But now if you go and get it, it actually persists through death, and gives you some extra stats along with it, some movement speed, as well as just persist through death. That's the main thing that's now good about it. They're trying to have it compete with the dragons, as well as there's timers on all the buffs now. So it's Riot wants them to as you can see, he does no good damage against me. He got his Thunderlord's proc off. Riot wants more competition for the objective play, and they thought buffs would be a good idea for that. And it's gonna be interesting to see. There's our first blood. Use my little shield there. Some quick, easy CS. So if we check really quickly, Swain has 21 to my 27. Even though he has good lane pressure, he's just not keeping up the CS like he should be. I'm still low on CS, but this is actually pretty okay for bronze. In the preseason, I placed into silver. Wasn't quite able to get into silver during the regular season. Just some bad promos I couldn't quite carry. Played a different style. I played mainly ADC and just wasn't working out for me. A little low on mana. I don't quite have a little bit mana hungry at this point in the game. Missed that just barely. Swain has no weapon. That was a waste of a flash. As you can see, that's a bronze flash right there for no reason whatsoever. As you can see, he didn't have flash to then get out of that engagement. I can now have free pressure onto this tower. And as you can see, this Graves says they're trash. I wouldn't say that they're trash. They're not bad. But I'm just gonna flash out of there, make sure that I'm good. Probably a waste of a flash, but just to be safe, I didn't know where Olaf was, didn't check my mini-map. I didn't want any free pressure onto me. It's a free lane for me right now. You know, I got an item. Grab a health potion there. I don't really grab boots until I get my first item. It's a bit awkward. I have a slower movement speed, but I'm an immobile person mostly. Not really too much. I like my global pressure more than my actual the movement speed, so that's why I take teleport. I'm not really a kill pressure oriented control mage right now. Let's watch that a bit, Graves. Oh, wasn't paying attention here. Oopsie, that was my bad. Paying too much to bottom lane. It's okay though. I still have the lead over Swain now. Let's get that health potion. As you can see, he's taking damage too, so it's not like I'm just totally out of it. I'm maxing shield first. I've actually just started doing shield max, just because I like the extra time I have. I'm more of a utilitarian type of control mage in the mid right now. Just a preferred style. Like to help my teammates out, give them the shield that they need when going in, and then I can ult with the shield on them to bring the enemies back in. As you can see, I just got the Thunderlord's proc. That's the way to harass. It's a QWE if you want to harass easily. You can also go QW auto and then E. That's sort of risky. You don't get the shield. So we just got water. Cloud. My bad. Cloud. So I was right the first time. My fault. Still getting used to the new icons. They're still a little confusing for me. There's oh, let's get out of that stun. So what I like to do is I like to bait them in with my ball really quickly. I don't really know what's going on. Oh, my bad. No, you're not going anywhere. Goodbye. As you can see, the Swain is not very good. We had a pink ward there, so I was able to clear that. That's good. He's just not making good trades, and he's going too far in, allowing me to get some assists. I don't really like to go for kills too much. I'm not really a solo kill oriented a lot, especially with my Orianna. I'm trying to give the kills away, get my team fed, and then I can do better with them ahead. You see, I'm more for the we got Udyr over here. Good. So there's my item. Let's get some health potions. Always pick up health potions. As you can see, I don't pick up wards too much. I'm not a huge warder. As you can see, my lane is totally unwarded. Something I need to work on. This Graves is calling it a bit too soon. They still scale pretty well. Udyr's still a really good late game champ. As you can see, let's get that snare in. Oh, there's another flash. You get away from me. As you can see, I can also use my ult for a disengage if played properly. I overchased a bit there. He activated his Ragnarok, his ultimate. Did really well. Friend texted me. I just got out of a final in college, so gotta keep up friends. Social is good. Yeah, so this is actually going really well. One of my better games so far. Early game. Team's getting fed. Not bad. Getting some good pressure onto this tower. Here comes Swain. So I'm gonna go over some of Orianna's abilities right now as I recall, buy some boots, and go for my Abyssal Scepter, which I usually go for a second item. I'm gonna go for boots. So I'm gonna teleport into mid since he's asking for some help. Oops, I just chaos that. That was GG easy. Just want to get out of there. So I'm still good against this Olaf.
The ball is impatient.
Just, play safe right now.
I hear soft.
I missed that CS, and I'm missing. Man, I'm failing. I only got 1 out of that 4, and I missed the cannon. Jeez. Anyways, so yeah, as you can see, Wally died, but I got triple kill, so I'm pretty fed. Allows me to get some MR, some decent MR in my Negatron cloak.
Shut down.
So let's go over Orianna's abilities. Command attack. Orianna commands her ball to shoot toward a target location, dealing 150 plus 28 magic damage to targets along the way. However, it deals 10% less damage for each unit it hits, minimum 40%. Her ball remains behind at the target location after. This is sort of your main ball movement. That's what it does. her then Dissonance, command Dissonance, her W. Oriana commands her ball to release an electric pulse dealing 115 plus 39 magic damage to nearby enemies, not energy. The pulse leaves behind an energy field for 3 seconds, lowering enemy movement speed by 25%, and it increases the ally movement speed for 25% for 2 seconds. And that was her ult, that shockwave. Oriana commands her ball to unleash a shockwave after a brief delay, dealing 225 plus 39 magic damage to nearby enemies and flinging them into the air a set distance in the direction of the ball. That's really good. And awesome. There's the mid tower. Looks like this will be an almost perfect game. I'm gonna move bot now. Pressure that one in. Do they still have their oh, tower went down. Interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna move down bot. We have a they picked up a fire dragon, which gives them a better team fighting, I guess. It deals more damage into a burn type of deal, and I don't know why Graves has blue buff. He should not have blue buff. Oh, not caught by that there. Won't do much. Yeah. With Gangplank, you always want to get rid of those barrels. Those are his main damaging items. Give him a nice shield. As you can see, that was my ultimate. So we are just totally wrecking them. I don't know what that was. I just totally KS that. My bad. So yeah. This is the blood charge. You can see 188 bullet charges. So whenever I heal someone, whenever I shield them, it also heals them. That's why I like the themes of I'm more playing for the team than myself. So I like to heal people. And so it increases as when I deal damage before all of the effects like armor and MR and all of that. I get 20% of that dealt into blood charges. So am I gonna get out of that? He's not even gonna check. Drop a ward. So now I'm gonna go for my boots now. Lissandra's split pushing. She's actually a pretty good split pusher. She has teleport. She can duel almost anyone, get out of there with her ult. Quite nice and easy. So they're pushing in. Lissandra's sort of getting chased by Olaf. Olaf's a good champ. He's not bad if played right. Lissandra's pretty much shut him down though. Swain, he's pretty much a feeder champ right now. Just no one really knows how to play him. So that's... I just totally flubbed that ult. That was my bad on that ult. That was just terrible. I was just like, I'm tilted. I'm just so tilted off of that ult. That was bad. So let's push this tower in. They don't have anything to stop us. Swain he's not a wave clear champ at all. So as you can see, I've sort of gone away from E since this is a... I don't know why they went ADC GP, which is the worst idea ever. I'm gonna recall it here. I got enough for some boots. Next item is gonna be Void Staff after boots. Oh, that's another thing. They got rid of boot enchantments. Just because they already have Home Guard, and everything in the game now revolves around mobility, and they don't want to make it too easy to get mobility. So some things that they've done, they removed boot enchantments. Beginning of the season, if you haven't been playing, they added home guards into the actual game. It's now 20 minutes automatic home guards. So it's interesting just to get you back out there faster. Awesome, I got that one. I was kind of nervous there. Totally messed up my rhythm. So you got Swain coming in. And I'm now running at some giant ping. I'm gonna take blue.
Motivating.
Because I'm mid and I want blue. And they surrendered. Woohoo! That's my first ranked surrender game that I've won. I've surrendered a couple times in ranked, just my team was feeding bad. Typical bronze though. So yeah, we're doing good. What'd I get? I got an A-. You know, I flubbed that ult. As you can see, bronze 3 with 46 LP. 20, almost 50% win rate. I actually started winning really well whenever I started Orianna. Sort of been maining her now, and just I was like, oh wow, this champ's really good, and I'm actually not too bad with her. So I decided to start playing her. So we're gonna hop back into another game, and let's hope for the same outcome. So right now, we can go over here, show you the items. Let's go into the Hextech items, since they've actually made now a couple they've kept Hextech Gunblade, but they've and Hextech Revolver, they've added 2 more for late game, since Hextech Gunblade is also considered a late game item. So they've actually revamped Hextech Gunblade. They've taken out Spell Vamp out of the game except for Masteries. No more items have Spell Vamp, and no more abilities have Spell Vamp. Instead now, this is Hextech Gunblade now heals for 15% of damage dealt. This is 33% as effective for area of effect. So like my Shockwave or my W on Orianna would only get 33% of that 15%, which still isn't too bad considering the amount of damage I do. Gotta get a drink. So now the active, this is now a new active. It didn't have an active before. It deals 250 plus 30% of ability power as magic damage. It slows the target champion's movement speed by 40% for 2 seconds with a 40-second cooldown. It's a new mechanic. We'll go over the others when we get back out of the game, as I'm mid again, so you know what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play some Orianna, favorite champ, with my TPA Orianna skin. Got a Vayne, a Cho'Gath. Good champs, good champs. Oh, a Vi. That's a good jungle, good engage on her. So, as typical, I'm gonna ban Zed. It's just something I can't build it. His ult, just, I don't really build his Zhonya's too much. Probably should. Probably gonna build it as the last item. I'm actually gonna try something new. I'm gonna actually go for a Rod of Ages this game. Just a different build, want to try it out. I'll still be going for the Fiend's second, just for that mana regen, but I want that Catalyst of Eons, if that's how you spell it, Aeons, something like that. A-E-O-N-S or something, how they spell it. It starts with an A now instead of something else. So Malzahar. Malzahar is just like super OP. He's always that single target lockdown champ. He's gotten a bit better. He now has more Voidlands. He can spawn stuff like that. Quite interesting. Haven't quite gotten around to playing him. Veigar, he's gotten a little bit of a rework this patch, just a slight one. So if you like this video stream, don't forget to donate. That's always important. Getting some important. I'm looking for a new keyboard, you know. Can't be using the same old laptop keyboard the entire time. Gotta get a good keyboard. And also I'm gonna get a webcam and a mic so I don't have to use this old thing all the time. And so it's a Lee Sin jungle. That's gonna be interesting. Now, if they're a good Lee Sin player, they could probably wreck me, but it's up a Fizz. Oof. I might have to change up who I play to Azir. I have played Azir a bunch. Just with a Fizz, since they have a dash, I can push them away, and actually nothing can get through. Oh, looks like it's going to be a Vel'Koz mid with a Fizz jungle. Tried to counter-pick there. Sort of messed up, so now they've counter-picked me. Not bad. It's going to be an interesting matchup mid. I'm a bit more mana hungry on my Azir than I am on my Orianna. It's going to be an interesting type of play, you'll see. And a Malphite jungle. He has a good engage in his ult. I've also played Malphite quite a bit. It's going to be quite interesting. And we're actually switching over to a Jinx versus the Caitlyn. I think I would prefer the Vayne into Caitlyn just because of his true damage that he does. He just does massive damage. But Jinx is the hyper carry. More kills whenever she gets higher into her build is just super OP if played right. That Caitlyn too. That'll be a tough one late game. Probably gonna want to build a Zhonya's for that one. I won't rush Zhonya's. I don't have anything too major against me. I'm definitely gonna rush Nashor's Tooth. That's an important item onto Azir, especially because he's very reliant on attack speed with his W or Soldier's Arise. Very important right there. I don't have any skins for this champ, sadly. Just haven't gotten around to getting one for him. They're interesting, just not my style right now. I like the traditional Shurima Azir with the Sun Discs. Gonna be interesting to say the least. We'll see how this goes. So as you can see, I'm only level 4 mastery on him. And looking good. Obsidian Malphite, that looks nice. General Wukong, okay. Maybe it is a Fizz mid. And it's a Vel'Koz support. Ooh, so I was right. As you can see, I did get the counter pick I wanted. As you can see, I still run Teleport Thunderlords on this champ. Still same with the pressure. I don't really like to take heal. It just does nothing late game. In terms of the heal, whereas Teleport you can get around the map faster and stuff like that. As you can see, last season these two people, Jinx and Malphite, were silver. Pretty good. So we got a Vel'Koz support. That's going to be interesting. There's Jinx. She's had a few games. Enough to get level 5 mastery. So we'll see how that goes. TSM 2016 on that Fizz. Not bad. They did good this season. Kind of upset that Yellowstar's looking like he's leaving the team and they're trying out new supports. I always liked Yellowstar. Good shot caller. Really did well on Fnatic. Wouldn't be too bad to see him back on Fnatic. So in this stream I'm mostly going to be doing ranked games during this channel, I should say. Ranked games, not going to be doing anything too fancy, nothing crazy. I might do a Blitzcrank top once just because I saw a video on it on how OP he can be with his shield with stacking mana. It'd be interesting. Just starting out. I started this out on Monday, so as you can see, having some fun here. So I start Dorans, 2 health potions. That's a typical start. And then I rush my Nashors, and then I'm gonna go. I might go Rylai's or Abyssal. I don't quite know yet. Depends on how the lane's going, and if that Cho'Gath wants to let me through. That. So, we're gonna have some fun this game. Azir is a fun champ to play if you play him properly. I'm still working on him. I don't have quite have the shuffle down pat. Still a fun champ nonetheless. So let's fix all this up so I can see it a lot easier. Alright, so we have a Soraka. That's gonna be interesting. Oh. Looks like we got a drinker. And I can't spell. Let's see.
Minions have spawned.
So max I can be like 1:13 in the afternoon. I mean, I guess you can. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Challenge Shurima.
So that's a nice void, and I just totally flubbed that CS. I'm failing with CS right now. I'm a horrible CSer, if you can't tell. And I just got a text. And it looks like we're gonna give up first blood soon, it looks like. Can't quite tell yet.
Defy Shurima. Open their eyes.
So 7-4, so I'm not doing too bad, you know. Push them in so they can't get any CS.
Onward! Give yourselves to Shurima.
You know, poke them out. No, win that trade, win that trade. So they just chuck both their potions. That's a good start for me. I'm out of mana though. But that shuffle, that
Order is given.
and as you can see, I just can't CS to save my life. So I like to sort of go more for my W right now. Just he may have set CS at 9 to my 11. That's not bad, you know. Got a few CS advantage. As you can see, he's pushed all the way in, which is helpful. Just allow me to free farm, even though I still can't farm very well. It's actually cheaper at the early levels to actually just summon another soldier instead of using your Conquering Sands or your Q in order to send them forward. Just a mana conserving thing to do. As you can see, I just can't ward. And he missed out on Canyon Minion. That's good. That's good. I got some extra gold for that. Got my Thunderlord's proc off. Gonna get some damage off onto him. Some trade-off damage. Since I'm low on mana. Don't chase, stop chasing, I'm backing. Since I have teleport, I can get back into lane fast, you know, just a simple thing like that. He's gonna be a little high on XP to start out with ahead of me, but that's okay. Since I'm gonna be going like that. So I'm gonna undo one of those. So I'm just gonna take one health potion to start out. Just keep it simple. And I just totally flubbed that CS. Got those three, that's good.
Order is given.
As you can see us from afar with Azir, which is really nice. Even though, so as you can see, I'm level 6 because I was able to clear the wave faster, which is good. So now he has his ult, which I just have to avoid. It's a thing that he sends out and then sends up a fish. Which should be pretty easy to avoid on 64 King. actually gonna place a ward. I don't think I placed a single ward that last game. Not the best, as you can tell I am in bronze, because of my warding style. But, no, trying to get better at that. So I'm a very lane dominant player. I like to push the waves. A lot of my junglers don't like that, but it's actually better for the jungler if the mid is pushed, because it's easier for them to invade. And there goes Fizz up top. I'm going to put pressure onto this tower, because Cho'Gath looks like he's going to survive. Just push him away. No, it's a 210 cooldown. I don't know why he stayed. It was my bad, I did not ping MIA. Always make sure to try to ping. But I also now have some pretty heavy lane pressure right now on that tower. I have some there. I don't even know why Malphite went into there alone. Did get that steal, it looks like, which is good. A little bit of a FPS drop there. My bad, my bad. Oop, don't want to take those tower shots. I don't even know why he's that low. That's not good.
An enemy has been
Your
slain.
emperor shall return.
So I just bought some more health potions. Keep it simple.
Our future.
Health potions are sort of a necessity early game. Make sure you can stay in lane longer. So we are getting pushed out early here. Vel'Koz is pretty good at that. Sort of CC.
No sacrifices
That's why Vel'Koz should have probably been mid. Sort of just like my counter. Don't know how well we're gonna do this game. It's a close game. Push that Fizz out.
An enemy has been slain.
As you can see, he tried to jump and he just got tilted back. That's because of my ult. That's why my ult's just so OP. Fizz got away. It's no biggie, no biggie. I survived. Let's see, 41 to 51. Fizz does have some high damage output, so you do want to watch that. Gotta be careful in lane.
An enemy has been slain.
Onward!
Has destroyed a turret. You have slain an enemy.
My E also gives a shield whenever I dash and I hit a champion. As you can see, it gives me 15% of my bonus health, which is always helpful. That's how I sort of won that engagement. You get 5 health potions. And walk back into lane. Don't need to rush, but we do have a tower down, which is actually quite good. Considering we did give up first blood, we do have a tower down. We need to get dragon control. And also we want the Rift Scuttler, if I can spell mouth correctly. We want, no, not Rift Scuttler, Rift Herald.
There is no future without Shurima. They have overstepped.
teleport in? Nah. Actually, now I will. So as you can see, in order to stop a teleport, you actually have to displace the person. Thank you, Soraka. We're gonna push this wave. You guys go. I got this. Oh, thank you.
Thanks for helping me.
No problem. No problem. And I was totally not paying attention. That was my fault. My fault. I went a little AFK there for a second. I was talking to somebody. And it looks like my team's getting a little salty. It's okay, it's okay. Let me text that really
An ally
quickly.
has been slain.
It's okay, we're still winning. No biggie. I'm gonna go deal with Wukong.
Has been destroyed.
Been lost.
So I did good damage to that turret, even though I messed up a little bit. I'm gonna go push out this wave. Even though it looks like it's gonna push, it's gonna be met soon. So I want to push it out, even though I'm gonna be doing it without vision. Not a smart idea. Still gonna do it.
Ancient power.
I can put up a tower there. That's a good passive out here.
My empire lives in every grain of sand.
And it looks like they're all collapsing on Cho. He just pushed up really far.
An ally has been slain.
So now that I've sort of escorted that wave,
We are made by our
you always want lane pressure, especially in this. Nobody really knows how to
Destroyed a turret.
use lane pressure effectively. You really want lane pressure in order to control that side of the map, since people can't push farther than their minions because they won't have minions. So it's like, well, why do I want to push that? And so you always sort of want some good lane pressure in order to really
Has been slain.
enforce pressure on the map. As you can see, it's at the tower, and it actually does damage to the tower for a little bit. And we just totally went 3-1 right there in that fight. So that's good. That's what you want.
loyalty will be rewarded.
We outscale them, especially with Jinx and Malphite, just because it's an unkillable tank sooner or later. And so does Cho'Gath. Not unkillable, not like Maokai, but because Maokai is just super OP right now. He can like stop taking my CS, so I can't CS for anything. Still important, and I don't know why he walked into those minions. Let's push in this tower, Cho, and they won't be able to stop us. You know what I'm doing? And I just totally flipped that one. Let's just walk away from there. Walk back, walk back. No damage done to us, so that's good. Who's AFK? Wukong? So they're gonna, Cho's gonna push that tower. I'm gonna go back and buy. I got enough of my Nashers. That's always the worst. Never go AFK, please. It's the worst thing you could do to your team. If you start a game, finish it. I don't know if I have the video anymore. If I do, I'll post it on my YouTube channel. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, I have a couple of other things on there. I play Tube Tycoon as well. It's just an all-around gaming channel there. And so this one's mainly going to be League and Division. I'm gonna post a video of my Rammus game. It's gonna be out of spectator mode since I downloaded it online off of op.gg when they used to get take spectator modes of your games if you requested them. I don't know if they do that anymore.
Shut down.
It was a Rammus gameplay where 2 people. It was a 3v5 at the end of it, and I had a lot of struggles with it, but I was a late game Rammus, so it was really hard to kill me, and they were pretty much all AD. And you run issues there. And he just stood there and took it. Thank you, Cho'Gath, for eating that. And so that slows you, which is not good. Not good at all. I have my ult, so that's good. Okay, Wukong's just feeding. I'm gonna report him for feeding because he just stood there and took it. And that was a Fizz flash. That's good, that's good. I'm used to playing Orianna, so I'm like, I'm on my E-shield and I don't have it. Oh. Okay, so let's keep on pushing it up. Put up a tower here. Just an easy way to fight under. You always want to try to fight under a tower. Azir makes that really possible. Especially since you can just put up a tower. And it's quite nice. And anything that the tower kills gives you gold for Azir. If your Azir turret kills him, you get the gold, which is quite nice, and you get field credit. So as you can, I'm only at 89 CS at 20 minutes. That's really bad, but you know, it's bronze. It can happen. Fine. I'm gonna take this thing out. Get over here, you stupid Skybird. Okay, I see you. I see you. Caitlyn ult not. Okay, that slow on her. She's dead. Let's go. Let's get Dragon, guys. That's gonna be another Cloud Drake if you didn't see that last game. That gives us movement speed. So that spell causes time to be dead. That flash, that was a good flash kill. Good flash kill. If you look on my channel, I got a flash kill with my Orianna, as well as then fended off 3 more. So it was pretty OP. So now we're gonna go for my Abyssal, get some MR. That's always important. Let's teleport into Jinx, help her out on taking that tower. Azir's Arise, which is his W for that. That's his W, his Arise. I am taking a lot of poke from that Caitlyn Q. If you don't know, I used to play ADC. Not very good at it. I'm a very passive ADC, and people don't like that. Some are able to make it. Most supports don't like it. They want to go in and all in them. I don't like it. I like to sit farm, get a good CS lead before I attack. Make sure I have that strength above you before I go in on you. Okay, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's a bad. Okay, Soraka, you need to watch it. Watch it. Fizz is Fizz MIA. So it's important to watch. Let's push these towers. They got 2 dead. We have like 5v3. That's always good. especially to push towers with. I lived with 50 health. So we're gonna back on that 50, on that now 85 health. If Kate had her ult, she could have killed me. Kate's actually a pretty big ult, travels over terrain if you didn't know. Quite good. So we already got boots. They, as I said earlier, they removed boot enchantments to freeze it up.
Rampage.
A new thing with Cassiopeia, she cannot buy boots. How is she gonna wear them? That's what they said in their little teaser video. The thing about that is that frees open a spot for more damage, which is quite good. Let's check the text while we walk in.
An enemy
So we're just gonna
has been
push
slain.
in.
I am Shuriken.
Let's push the tower. So Vel'Koz does have high damage output. Got that shield on me. It has a semi-long cooldown. We've broken the inhib, which is important. You want to try to avoid that Caitlyn net, it's important, because she's going to do easy headshots on you if she's within range. Quite important. Avoid that Q as well, it can be high damage. I'm mashing Q because I'm using my Orianna, my bad guys. What's that Vel'Koz now? Oh shoot. That was my bad. That was just a bad engage on my part. Luckily I have teleport in 43 seconds, so we'll get back in whenever that's up. No, stuff happens. Stuff happens. So, let's see. How long do I have on that? That's 13 seconds. I'm gonna sit it out so I have home guards. Home guards is an OP thing for teleport. You see the pros do it all the time. Home guard, teleport, flank. It's really good, especially to flank with because you get extra movement speed. As you can see, I just totally flipped it there, but Jinx is just hyper carrying us. Jinx is just being a carry. I'm just not doing as well as I did last game. My fault, guys. My fault. I'm tilted off the CSing, man. Let's put some damage down on that tower really quickly, you know? Probably overstaying a bit. You wouldn't see the pros, you'd see them go for Baron or something like that, but this is bronze, you know? In bronze, nobody does Baron. But I'm gonna take this tower. Just, you know, opens up another inhib, more supers. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah.
Killing spree.
They have killing sprees, but it's a 5v4, and I feel really bad for them.
The Ascended shall guide humanity to greatness.
I mean, if you guys want to stand, just FF. You know, that's one of the things I'm there for. I feel really bad for him, actually. I hate it when my team AFK is the worst. We've only lost one time. It's not like they're going to win unless we just totally blow it. And of course, salty, you know, happens. Jinx called it salt. It's I feel really bad for him though.
All eyes look to us.
We aren't lucky. We actually did outscale them. Lee Sin sort of drops off. That's why you don't see him played as much anymore. Also, it's very shifted into a tank meta and a carry jungle, tank top carry jungle meta, especially in the pros. Fear is actually really good at taking the Baron because with 3 soldiers deals damage. And so I just put that tower there, just to push him in, keep pressuring on him, so that they can't try to contest the Baron. So whenever you want to take Baron, the 3 steps are to ward this area of the jungle up so you can see where everybody is there. You want to ward this area, and then you want to have lane pressure in your top and mid lane. And if you can, it would actually not be bad to have a person in the bottom lane to split push if you can't afford it. If you can't afford it and you don't want to risk it, don't risk it. That's just so they have to split their force up and they can't just totally come after you, which is important. Okay, so now let's let's hit the tower, guys. Just take the tower. We don't want too much damage to us right now, since we have Baron buff. So we have 2 Cloud Drakes, and that gives us a book, 30 combat movement speed, which is really helpful. Moves around the map faster. Mobility is key. As you can see, I got the slow. My cube does slow. And now it's GG. The 3 and 6 isn't bad. I haven't played it in a while. So let's see, what did I earn? I got a B-, that's not bad. See, slowly moving up through these bronze ranks. So let's report that Wukong AFK, you know, that was just, you never do that. And also unsportsmanlike conduct, because that is very unsportsmanlike for your team and the other team. I like to win fair games, and it's not fair when it's a 5v4. If it's a surrender, I consider that a fair game. If it's a 5v5 surrender, because we out-pressured, and they just couldn't handle the pressure, I think that's a fair game. But if it's a 5v4, I think it's a very unfair game, and I feel really bad for them. So they did well, they held us off, and they did have good damage output. It's not fair that they had an AFK Wukong who actually was winning lane against our Cho'Gath early game. So I only got 9,000. I was just right behind Malphite. It's not too bad. Of course, Jinx is just hyper carried, 23,000 damage points. And so, yeah, this is a fun game. Let's do another one. See if we can get into Bronze 2 today. I will not be streaming over the weekend if you're watching this. Sadly, I'm going camping. I do advocate going outdoors. Don't sit in front of a computer all day like I do. Go outdoors like I'm going to be. If you're younger, under the age of 18, I definitely recommend the Boy Scouts of America if you're in America or anywhere. Look up to see if you have a Boy Scouts. Very good. They teach you good skills. Leadership, very good. And it teaches you to pursue what you love. And that's always very important. Also, if you're in America, or anywhere really, Mother's Day is Sunday. Don't forget to wish your mother a happy birthday. Or happy birthday. Not happy birthday. Happy Mother's Day, because that's always very important. You know, she gave birth to you, and she really supports you, whether you think so or not. All that money, you know, especially those single mothers. My mom's a single mother, and it's hard. So make sure to wish your mother a happy Mother's Day. It's always very important. And if she loves Starbucks, Starbucks is selling a gift card that's actually really cool. And so, let's see. Let's go back to those Hex Tech items. Item sets. Or not, you know. Games can come up too. It's always very important. I might delay the next game to go over those with you. Those are very important. If this one wants to go through, which it doesn't look like it will, so actually we can go over a little bit. If it wants to, there we go. So this is the GLP 800, 300 health, 400 mana, 80 ability power. It's passive, Eternity, 15% of damage taken from champions is gained as mana. Spend mana to restore 25% of the cost as health, up to 25 per spell cast. That's only 25 mana. That's not a lot on some of these, like my Orianna ult costs 125, I think, at 2nd rank. So, I mean, I'm not getting a lot back, but I am getting some. Then the active Frostbolt fires a spray of icy bolts that explode, dealing 100 to 200 plus 35% of your ability power as magic damage to all enemies, with a 40-second cooldown. All Hextech items have a 40-second cooldown, but if you use one, all of them get a 40-second cooldown automatically. So you can't just build them and then spam them. I think that's what that means. And then enemies hit by those shards are slowed by 65%, decaying over 0.5 seconds. So it's 65% slow, and it decays to 0 after 0.5 seconds. And Frostbolt does have a cast time, in contrast to most actives. Most actives are instantaneous, like Zhonya's, but this one does have a cast time since you are sending something out. Hextech Revolver. So if you see a 75 to 100, as you see here, if you see that dash, that means it scales with your level. So at level 18 it'll do 150 bonus magic damage, but at level 1 it'll do 75. So quite important to watch that. You want to know what damage you're putting out, especially when you're going all in. Can you or can you not take out the other person before they take you out, or before you can escape? That's always very important. And make sure you always take favorable trades. Try to put something back, but don't put yourself in danger. So this one, Hextech Revolver, it builds into the Hextech Gunblade. Damaging an enemy champion with a basic attack shocks them for 75 to 150 bonus magic damage, which isn't there anymore, but that is that's its unique passive. Let's see. Now this Protobelt 01, see, 300 health, 60 ability power, and 10% cooldown reduction. Each of these has their own niche that I think we're going to find out sooner or later. Once the pros start playing it, we'll figure out how it's all going in. I might do a couple videos on using them on my Orianna to see how they work out. Let's see, this one. So 300 health, 60 ability power, and 10% cooldown reduction. The active. So there's no passive on this one, only active. Dash forward and unleash a Nova of Firebolts that deals 75 to 150 plus 35% of your ability power as magic damage. Of course, another 40-second cooldown shared with other Hextech items. Champions and monsters hit by multiple bolts take 20% damage per additional bolt. And the dash. So you dash forward whenever you use it towards your cursor if you have it on quick cast or however you have it. But you can't pass through terrain. So like with Azir's E, you can pass through terrain on it. This one will not let you. Now that's actually quite important, so you can't use it to escape. Sadly, I think it would be a good escape if you could. So those are the new Hextech items. As you can see, these are some of the champions I used to play. I haven't really played them in a while. I played Darius a couple days ago. I did okay. Fiora is okay. I used to be really good on her, but she got some major nerfs that she's just not good anymore. She got a couple of true damage nerfs on her ult, which really lowered her ability to be used as a tanker buster. As you can see, I don't ward a lot. Something I do need to work on, sadly. Somehow it took me out of the queue whenever I did accept. Interesting. Well, let's re-queue up. Luckily that doesn't hurt our 67 LP. If you look at my match history, I did play some Rumble yesterday. I did play Orianna yesterday. My team fed. It wasn't that great of a game. I played some Rumble. I got defeated both times, just trying out a new champ. I got a skin from the Hextech, and I wanted to use it. It's this Super Galaxy Rumble. Quite cool skin, I have to say, myself. I played a Morg. I used to play her whenever I first started out. I played her top lane versus the bots. I was too scared to go play against people, and now look at me, streaming against people in ranked and actually not doing overly bad. I do play Rammus as my secondary champion in ranked. He's just super OP. If you, they did give him a substantial nerf on his ult. It used to be a 60-second cooldown on all ranks. Now it's a 120, 80, and 60, I think, or something around those. I know that it's not 60 at all ranks anymore. It's only 60 at rank 3. So that's a pretty substantial ult. He's really good at taking down turrets with his ult. So it's a little bit of a tweak that I had to learn on the fly because I forgot about it whenever I clicked it. But you know, I still was able to win. I got a 2, and 10. That's really good. As a tank, you don't want kills. That's a really big. You always want to give the kills away. That's to make sure that your team can get fed. All you're supposed to do is get tanky. Rammus, his W is like a Thornmail basically. You have your own built-in Thornmail and it scales really well. And then if you get a Thornmail on top of it, that's also really good. Thornmail actually only helps with basic attacks. I don't know if it'll... See, where am I? Thornmail, can I click it? No. So let's go over item sets. Let's take a look at Thornmail. If I can spell correctly, Thornmail. Upon being hit by a basic attack. That's not good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good item to have on Rammus because you're supposed to get into the middle of the fray and sort of taunt people to attack you. They can't do anything except basic attack you. So that's why you have Thornmail and your W up whenever you use your E taunt. The thing about it is it's only basic attack, so it doesn't help you with ability damage. So like Darius' Q, it doesn't help you there, but it would help with his basic attack. So his passive upon being hit by a basic attack reflects magic damage back to the attack equal to 25% of your bonus armor plus 15% of the incoming damage. So bonus armor is armor from items. So this one gives you 100 bonus armor basically. Items, buffs, runes, and masteries. And then the reflect damage is calculated based on damage taken before being reduced by armor, which is a very key thing. So you get more damage. So if you have a high auto attack damage champion, they get more damage back to him. Whenever I post that, if I can find that video again of my Rammus backdoor, you'll see Udyr and Braum trying to kill me. I'm a level 18 6 item build Rammus. And I rushed Thornmail that game because I always thought Thornmail was OP, but actually you rush Sunfire on him because that also gives you pushing power in your wave, which is quite nice. And so it also gives you some good armor and health as well, whereas this one is just flat armor. So what you do with that is you what I was doing there, I actually don't think I ever bought Sunfire that game. That was before I started streaming. That was a couple months ago, and I had like 12. They had to do like 12,000 points of damage and that's not raw. They had to do like 16,000 points of raw damage. While I was just I tanked it, and I was hitting the Nexus. I teleported in with home guards and went straight for the Nexus since we had taken out the turrets and we didn't have. They had 2 inhibs down. It was a 3v5, and so I just went in. We won a team fight just then, and I got killed, and then they started pushing, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna end this right here, right now, before we lose. And they were pushing. It was sort of like a base race, but they still had a tower. They had our 2 towers and the Nexus to go, and an inhib turret. So what I did is I went in, and so they brought Udyr and Braum back, and so Braum actually killed himself by auto-attacking me because I taunted him. I wanted to taunt Udyr. I mistapped, and I got Braum instead. Still wasn't bad. But that's what Thornmail basically does. It allows you to reflect damage back. Same with Rammus W. You know what? I think that's gonna be all for this stream. It's taken a long time, and I need to get something to drink and go to the bathroom and stuff. So have a good day. Stay classy. See you next time.